entertainment. The Breakfast Club.
Wake your punk ass up.
Good morning, USA.
Yo 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 yo.
Good morning, Angela Yee.
Good morning, DJ MV.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Tuesday.
Yes, it's Tuesday.
What's happening? How was Labor Day weekend for everybody, man?
It was good. You know, I've been on vacation, so that was the culmination of it for me.
It was great for me. I just relaxed. Of course, it was my birthday weekend, so I flew out to Arizona for my son's football game. Shout out to them, they won.
And happy 52nd born day to you, too, man. Dropping the clues bombs for the big 52.
Happy birthday, MB.
I'm actually 72, but, you know, I had an amazing
time. You look
time.
good for 72.
Thank you, sir. You know, Arizona has a lot of resorts, and they do a lot of the spa treatments and stuff like that. So me and the wife, we just relaxed and chilled.
Were y'all close to Sedona?
Sedona?
Yeah.
No.
Arizona?
No, we was by Scottsdale.
Oh, okay,
Phoenix.
okay.
That's where his game was.
Yeah,
so.
Sedona, man. Sedona is a place where a lot of people go when they want to really, really reset mentally and emotionally.
Nah.
Yeah.
We were out there for his game, which they won. So, you know, we just, relaxed and watched the game, enjoyed the game, had some good food at a couple of good restaurants, and just chilled.
Okay. That's beautiful.
What about you?
I ain't do nothing. I was on Club Couch all weekend, minding my damn business, catching up on new shows, new movies, old movies. I don't know, I watched Vampire in Brooklyn for some reason this weekend.
Did you?
I did.
You must have been bored.
Classic.
I wasn't bored. Me and the wife was just sitting on the couch watching old things that make us feel good.
With all the programming on, you watch Vampire in Brooklyn?
It still holds up.
Okay.
It was because we was arguing with some youngins about how it didn't hold up. That's why. Yes.
Oh, so y'all looked for it. It just wasn't on.
It's on one of them streaming services, HBO Max or something.
I thought maybe it was just on
HBO Max.
You know, sometimes if you watch BT, Coming to America will be on.
I don't do that to myself.
One of those will be on.
I'm never that bored. I'm never that bored. Because immediately when you start watching them, the first thing you start thinking is like, why am I watching the clean version when I can just pull up the dirty version?
I actually went to the movies to see a movie. I haven't been to the movies since before the pandemic.
What you see?
I went to go see Honk for Jesus.
That's on Peacock.
But I went to the movies to go see it.
Oh, it's not Hulu. It was on Peacock. Yeah, I watched it last night.
Yeah, I went to the movies, though. It's a nice experience. It's been a long time, so I was like, let me leave the house, go to the movies after I got back from Turks and Caicos. Shout out to everybody in Turks and Caicos, one of my favorite places to be. I had an amazing time. Happy birthday to my girl, Melissa. We were celebrating her birthday. Yes, I felt great.
What's the last movie I saw in theaters? Was it Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness? That's probably what it was.
I've not been to the movies, but it was really, really nice.
I take the kids all the time to the movies.
Yeah, I just haven't been because you could watch everything at home.
That's right. I'm looking forward to Pinocchio coming out this weekend. The live action version of Pinocchio. I guess it's like Roger Rabbit, so it's like live action and animation. Comes out this weekend.
I saw the Wakanda Forever. They had that playing, and it's like certain things you might feel like you have to go to the movies and see, and I just haven't been. So it was nice.
Yeah, I'm going to take the kids this weekend to see Pinocchio.
It's on Disney Plus.
Oh, now I like to go to. I thought you said it's on the TV, on the movie.
It's on. I don't think it's coming out in theaters, but
there's nothing wrong with going to the theater though.
No, I like the theater.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's nice. I'm not gonna lie though.
And all that. Like,
it definitely wasn't a lot of people there.
Yeah, theaters are cool, but if I can stay home, Lord have mercy, I'm staying home.
I mean, I still do the same stuff. I still take the candy and popcorn from the store and bring it into the movie.
Ain't nothing like being in some basketball shorts, man.
You can wear your basketball shorts to the movie.
But they have those iPick theaters now where you can sit and order food from your seat.
Yeah,
they've been had that.
Nice.
I don't know. I like being at home. Pinocchio's out this weekend on Disney Plus, though.
Well, I like to leave the house sometimes. It just feels good.
All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. Front page news. What we talking about?
Nothing good. Let's talk about the Bed Bath & Beyond executive Gustavo Arnal, who plunged his... Actually, it was a couple blocks away from here, where we work.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, football season begins this Thursday, right? This Thursday is the first game?
Absolutely.
All right, we back.
Preseason been started.
Good luck to your Cowboys. I don't mean it. What else we got?
First of all, there's no such thing as luck in football, okay? You just can only be prepared. Are your Giants prepared?
Yeah.
Prepared for what? A losing season?
Prepared for whatever's going to happen.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever's going to happen.
Yes, we play the Buccaneers this Sunday. The Dallas Cowboys.
I got something for you coming up, too. Just remind me. I got something for you coming up.
I don't want nothing from you.
I got something for you.
Please, stop. All right?
All right. Well, after the announcement Wednesday that Bed Bath & Beyond will close 150 stores and slash 20% of its workforce to cut costs, the executive, Gustavo Arnal, who was facing a $1.2 billion stock lawsuit, actually died. He plunged from a New York City building. They're investigating this. They feel like this was suicide. But apparently he leaped to his death from the 18th floor apartment in Lower Manhattan. He was the chief financial officer, and he's among the defendants named in a class action suit that accuses him and Chewy.com founder Ryan Cohen and others of artificially inflating their share prices. And so that potentially could be a reason why that happened. It's a skyscraper known as the Jenga building where he leaped from because of the exterior of it. It looks like an uneven stack of blocks. You could actually see it from where we work here. On the Breakfast Club. So, yeah, they said his wife was home at the time that happened. She was in the apartment, and he didn't say a word to her before he apparently leapt to his death from their 18th floor apartment.
You know, in Russia, that's been happening all year. Like 8 Russian businessmen have all died by apparent suicide or accidents in just 6 months.
Yeah, that's, I guess instead of, I can't even speculate on what happened there. All right, now.
Yeah, I know in Russia it feels very suspicious. 8 Russian businessmen, apparent suicide, and accidents, and nobody knows what the accidents are in 6 months. That's.
All right, now a manhunt is underway for one of 2 brothers suspected in a mass stabbing that left 10 people dead and 18 people injured across multiple locations. There were 13 crime scenes. And these brothers have been identified as Damian Sanderson and Miles Sanderson. And on Monday morning, Damian Sanderson, who's 31 years old, was found dead. And the brother, the 30-year-old brother, is still on the run. So Miles Sanderson is still on the run. Right now he's being charged with first-degree murder, attempted murder, and breaking and entering into a residence. Again, there's 13 different crime scenes. So they don't know if the crimes happened in the order that the calls came in, but they're still trying to figure out what the motive is. Feels like some of the victims who are men and women in different age groups were apparently targeted, while others may have been attacked randomly. Now here is Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau talking about these stabbings.
Yesterday's attacks in Saskatchewan are shocking and heartbreaking. My thoughts and the thoughts of all Canadians are with those who've lost loved ones and with those who are injured. This kind of violence, or any kind of violence, has no place in our country.
So again, they're still trying to find Miles Sanderson. All right, we'll give you more updates on that as we find out, and that is your front page news.
All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. Again, 800-585-1051. Good morning to all the parents. I know for a lot of y'all, it's back to school. You got to take them kids back to school. This is the first day. So I know you got to get them outfits. You got to get their hair right. You know, it's the first day. You got to make sure their pictures look right. And I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of that on Instagram today.
I don't even be feeling, I'm not even feeling right at work because you feel like you need to be home at the house helping the wife, get the kids ready.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, I went yesterday. I went to get Jackson's hair. Jackson hair has twists, so he had to get his twists. Brooklyn had to get a
doing
braids.
that all weekend.
So I had to take them to go get their stuff done last night and today.
Hair been getting done all weekend.
Yep,
and then you got to think, I got 4 daughters and 3 are in school now. So three hairs to do. Well, I didn't do them, but
Yeah, my wife was up at 5 a.m. right when I left.
She literally told me, make sure I'm up before you leave the house. That was my job.
I had that too.
I had one job this morning.
Did you do it?
Yes, of course. Make sure she was up before I left the house.
I got in trouble, though, because when I took my kids to get their hair braided, I bring the shampoo and conditioner, and I forgot to bring it back. Oh, I got in trouble this morning.
It probably was expensive, too.
Yes, she was like, all I asked you to do is...
Yeah, well, I know the feeling. I went to go make some tea last night. I'm like, where's the teapot? She's like, it's in the basement. We had to boil the water to do hair. I'm like, oh, okay. So I had to go get the tea.
Shut your ass up, went down there and got it.
Of course.
All right.
Hey, man, it's our life.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This is Leon Wonder, man. I would like to give a shout out to my wife, if I don't mind. Andrea Wonder, and my daughters, Taylor Wyndham and Corey Wyndham, out of Crosby, Texas, man.
All right, brother.
I'm proud of them, man.
All right, we proud of them too, man. That's dope.
Hello, who's this?
What's going on, Envy? What's going on? This drama side.
What's up, brother?
Hey, man, I just want to say, if people think that I'm going to get out my car and walk up 20 flights of stairs to bring them their food, they crazy. Something wrong with these people. They feel entitled. So
wait a minute. I thought that's what it's supposed to do. When you click the thing, meet me at the door. They supposed to come in the crib or come to the hotel.
But hold on, walking up 20 flights, not an elevator. Walk up.
Okay, listen. Let me explain.
Elevators.
See, doing Uber Eats and DoorDash and Lyft and all that sometimes on the side of my job. So I got a call this morning. It was for like $30 worth of food. Now, I don't have a problem, walking up the stairs, but people feel entitled. I get to this lady's house. She's standing outside smoking a cigarette. I can see all the way up the balcony. She's standing outside smoking a cigarette. So I call and I say, lady, I can't get in. Security's giving me issues at the door. So I ate the food.
So you ate the food?
I ate her food because she wouldn't come downstairs. I stood down there 10 minutes waiting for the lady.
Okay, now I don't know about that.
You definitely getting a 1-star rating, bro.
Yeah, word.
I don't care about the stars. I got a job. I want to say this. I do Lyft. People entitled, once again, I pull up on the block. I live in Detroit. Now, Angela Yee, you in Detroit a lot.
Yep.
A lot of these blocks do not have houses on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I pull up on the block with 2 houses on the block. She don't have a porch light on, so I pull up, in just like an open empty spot and park, and I got my lights on and everything. So the lady calls me and like, can you pull down? I'm like, lady, there's no porch lights on. I don't see nobody out here. You see my car, walk to the car. The lady never came to the car. She expected me to pull down.
Now that was a smart one. I ain't mad at you about that one. That sounded kind of fishy. Word. Hey, you see these lights on? Let me see a body. I don't see a body. I ain't moving.
I just want to know why you ate that lady food, bro.
Let me say one last thing. People smoke cigarettes. I do not smoke cigarettes. All I want to say is to the Lyft passengers out there listening, don't get in nobody's car when you fresh. You just put your cigarette out. I pull up to this lady. It's wintertime. I do this on purpose.
Bro, you're doing a lot of complaining for somebody who ate somebody's food, bro.
I understand that cigarette smell is disgusting.
If you order some food and you got me outside for 10 minutes waiting on you to come get it, eat your food,
bro. Lyft and Uber's not for you, bro.
Exactly. I don't think that you should be in this business.
It's not for you, bro.
I got a job. I work at Christ. I just do it on
and that's why you don't take it serious, and you shouldn't be doing it because you calling these people entitled when their expectation is that they just bring my food to my door. It's all.
I do appreciate all of the drivers that bring me my food. Yeah. I always be standing outside at the door, so I track the car to make sure.
But that's an option. There's an option. Meet me at the door. Leave it at the door.
Okay,
that's an option.
There's an option for that, and that option is always on my profile.
Yeah.
Meet me at the door.
Because if you say meet me at the door, you got to meet them at the door.
Well, he don't want to meet them at the door.
Exactly. You can't close the orders out until you basically give these people their food, or you either wait the 10 minute time for it to expire. Once you wait the 10 minutes, then you'll get paid, and you can pull off. And
yeah, but you don't got to eat the food.
Somebody gonna eat it.
You can't call and complain with Uber Eats because they don't call you back. Only thing you can do is email. So it's kind of, But I'm frustrated about that because I do it a lot. People get in your car, smoke a cigarette.
Well, you have a good one, bro.
I think he deserves it.
Yeah,
you eating people food. Lord have mercy. And how come there's no elevator on a building that got 20?
It has to be an elevator. 20
floors.
Unless the elevator was
20 floors.
Out, but it has to be an elevator on 20 floors.
Like what?
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now we got rumors on the way.
All right, Kodak Black is not happy about Made in America. That happened over the weekend as well, and we'll tell you why he's upset.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Kodak Black.
It's about time. What's going on?
Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, Kodak Black was supposed to perform at Made in America, but apparently he showed up late and ended up not performing at all. For everybody who was waiting to see Kodak, here's what he had to say on Instagram.
Hey, Made in America, man, I don't know what's going on. This the first show ever. Him and a little late too, and a can't perform. No money, none of that shit. Jay-Z, whoever renting this shit, Rock Nation, Live Nation, whatever the y'all do better, man. This is the first show, and a little few minutes late to. And bitch, what the f***? They got fans out here want to see all type of shit. What they gonna pay his jet, all type of shit. I don't even want to do that tour no more. I mean, Live Nation, Mac Agency, whoever the f***, y'all let up. I don't even need him to do no show, man.
They said he was 8 minutes late. That's what he claimed. He showed up 8 minutes before his 6:45 p.m. slot was due to, 8 minutes before he was supposed to end. So he would have only been able to perform for a few minutes.
And how long was the set? An hour set, I'm assuming?
I don't know how long he performs for, but apparently he was about half an hour late. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you're late, that's your fault, right? Like, that's your fault you didn't get the opportunity to perform. They
usually want you to get there like at least an hour early, too.
Yeah, you know what time you're supposed to be there. You throw off the whole run of show showing up when you want to.
He also says that he didn't get any money up front. He didn't get his half of his performance fee up front.
No, that's crazy.
And so he feels like they didn't want to fit him in because of, I don't know.
And he definitely should have got his deposit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But maybe he might have said it was okay. Maybe they were like, we'll pay you in full. You know, whatever. I don't know what happened. No. But he still showed up.
And aren't you in breach if you're late? Aren't you in breach of your contract?
Yeah, you are. They can definitely are well within their right to do that. And I guess it's a festival, so there's a lot of people performing, so it throws the whole schedule off. Because I know people that come after you don't like for people to be late, and then it cuts into their time.
That's right.
So there could be a lot of factors, and I'm sure at some point they'll issue a statement in response. All right, now Larsa Pippen. Twitter was going crazy after they saw that she was out with Michael Jordan's son, Marcus Jordan. Shout out to Marcus Jordan. Now, I don't know if it was a date or something like that, but the reason why people felt like this was a big deal is because Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan haven't been on good terms lately, and so they felt like all of that is kind of messy. But they also just might know each other.
Yeah, wouldn't they be like family friends? Wouldn't she be like auntie?
Yeah, they might just know each other.
That's what I would assume.
And been in Miami, and just because they're, her ex-husband and his dad aren't getting along doesn't mean they can't run into each other.
It's crazy because nobody said they were flirting, nobody said they were kissing, nobody said they were holding hands.
Yeah, they just were like sitting next to each other. But you saw them walk in together. Mm-hmm. That's about it. So not sure what's happening there. But just, when the families are beefing, that don't mean you beefing. All right, now, The Weeknd has apologized to fans. He canceled his concert mid-song, and he said it's because his vocal cords were strained and he couldn't do what he needed to do.
I don't know what just happened when I screamed, but I just lost my voice. This is killing me, and I don't want to stop the show. But I can't give you the concert that I want to give you right now. I'm going to make sure everybody's good, get your money back, but I'll do a show real soon for you guys. But I wanted to come out and personally apologize and not tweet it or Instagram it or whatever. I want you guys to know. And I can't give you what I want to give you right now. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I love you guys so much.
I felt bad for The Weeknd.
That was after 3 songs only, so people stayed in their seats for a while to figure out what was going on, thinking maybe he might come back out. But he also tweeted shortly after, "My voice went out during the first song and I'm devastated. Felt it go and my heart dropped. My deepest apologies to my fans here. I promise I'll make it up to you with a new date."
Got to be a tough one. People travel all over the world to see him perform, different states, different cities, and you make those arrangements, you get in a hotel and a plane, and that happens. But it's not his fault. It happens. It happens,
All right, now there's another rumor going around that Tom Brady and Giselle have, I guess, had some issues because of him unretiring. So according to sources, the fight that they had was over his shock decision to unretire from the NFL. And I'm not sure if that's a real spat or something this is the rumor report, so it could be just a rumor. But Page 6 exclusively reported that he was sad, but focusing on being super dad following his argument and spat with his wife, Giselle. All right, now congratulations to J. Cole. He has made history with NBA 2K23. He's on the cover of that. So that's a huge deal. The Dreamers Edition. He's making his historic appearance on the cover. He is the Dreamer Edition cover athlete, and that is coming this fall. It's going to be released on September 9th. That's soon.
That's big. Dropping a cool bounce for Cole.
3 days.
So he's not going to be the official, or is he the official athlete?
It's a Dreamer Edition cover.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm sure it's like a special one. Everybody's going to want to get that. But it's the first time a non-basketball player has been on the cover.
That's
is he
dope.
really a non-basketball player? Because he did play.
Well, he didn't play NBA.
Right, but he's
And
still a
isn't-
basketball player.
Isn't he the story in the game? You know how the game be having like a story inside of it? Isn't he the star of the story in the game? I thought I saw that somewhere.
Yeah, so congratulations to him. I'm sure he loves it, and he posted about it too. He put
That is dope.
Yeah, and I'm sure for him that's amazing. Something that outside of music is a huge goal of his. All right, and that is your rumor report.
All right, we got front page news next. What we talking about?
Man, everybody was going to the U.S. Open, and that's because Serena Williams, she potentially played in her last final match of her career Friday night. We'll tell you what she had to say and what her sister Venus Williams had to say as well.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Where we starting, Yeezy?
All right, well, let's start with Friday night at the U.S. Open at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Serena Williams lost what was likely the final match of her legendary career. It was 3 in 10 sets, and she did lose. And in her post-match interview, she got emotional as she thanked her parents. And here's what she said.
Oh my God, thank you so much. You guys were amazing today. I tried, but I would just play it a little bit better. Thank you, Daddy. I know you're watching. Thanks, Mom. Oh my God, Mom. Just thank everyone that's here, that's been on my side so many years, decades. Oh my gosh, literally decades. But it all started with my parents, and they deserve everything. So I'm really grateful for them. Oh my God, these are happy tears, I guess. I don't know. And I wouldn't be Serena if it wasn't Venus. So thank you, Venus.
Oh, that's so dope. 27 years
Yeah, I mean,
of a career.
Serena already home. She been home. Legend. Drop on the clues bomb, Serena Williams. Like, you know, it would have been great to see her win the U.S. Open, but it's not like she needed to win to be any more Serena Williams than she already is.
And Friday was a tough one. So she lost the first match. The second match
she
won.
had to be tired.
And she was tired after that second one. I'm
thinking, like, yo, she's 40 years old. She played, what, 4 times last week?
Yeah, the day before she played doubles. The day before she played singles. That's the one I went to. Then
she played on Monday.
She went. Yeah, she played a lot of tennis.
I didn't even understand why they set up the tennis games like that. I feel like you need more than a day of rest in between matches. And one day she didn't get no rest because she did Wednesday, the doubles, Thursday, and then Friday.
And then that Friday was a long match, 3 hours and a half. That's a lot of tennis.
I'm like, how you don't get no break?
Now, she did say that tennis will still be part of her life in some capacity. She said, for me, tennis has been such a huge part of my life. I can't imagine not being involved in tennis. I don't know what that involvement is yet, but I feel like it's provided me with so many opportunities. Through that, it's provided other people with so many amazing opportunities. I think it means so much to me in my life, and I've had so many amazing moments that I don't see a future without it.
Hey, man, I'm not the tennis connoisseur like that, but I know when I think tennis, I think Serena and Venus.
And Venus posted after 1 year after away from the game, there is still no one who can approach her level, her intensity, her excitement, her entertainment. There will never be another Serena Williams. Her legacy lives on in all those she inspired to greatness, me included. No one has affected the game or sport the way she has. Tennis won't be the same without its GOAT.
Yeah, Serena brings in the casual tennis fan. Because I sat there watching tennis matches last week and had no idea what the hell was going on.
Like what Tiger Woods did for golf, but I wonder if she's really going to retire.
Tiger never's done that for me for golf. Salute to Tiger.
No, he's done it for a lot.
Yeah, I know he's done it for a lot, but he's never done it for me.
I definitely watch golf because of Tiger Woods. Nah, but I wonder if she's really going to retire because you can tell she still had gas in the tank. It wasn't like she got washed. Like she beat the number 2
She wouldn't even have been playing if she didn't have gas. She wouldn't even have been at the U.S.
Yeah, but
Open.
she beat the number 2 person. They didn't think she was going to beat her. Like she still gets busy, and then she was out for 2 years, 3 years. She didn't play.
A year.
She got in shape. So
after 1 year, yeah. All right. Well, that is your front page news. We love you, Serena.
All right. 800-585-1051. We reported during Rumor Report about Kodak Black, and Kodak Black was a little late, and they wouldn't let him perform.
And made in America, man, I don't know what's going on. This the first show ever. Him and a little late too, and a can't perform. No money, none of that shit. Jay-Z, whoever renting this shit, Rock Nation, Live Nation, whatever the y'all do better, man. This is the first show, and a little few minutes late to, and bitch, what the they got fans out here want to see all type of shit. Where nigga done pay his jet, all type of shit. I don't even want to do that tour no more. I mean, Live Nation, Mac Agency, whoever the I let up. I don't even need him to do no show, man.
All right, so the question is 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? Yeah, Kodak Black was late. They didn't let him perform. What do you think about it? Now, we've all been late for something. For whatever reason it may be, especially those concerts. Sometimes getting into them concerts, traffic be crazy. They even said at the U.S. Open, some of the players actually had to get out of their cars, their Ubers, and had to jog to their actual match because it was just so much traffic and they were going to be late.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of traffic in Philly trying to get into Made in America.
That's right. So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? Let's talk about it when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Donkey of the Day is brought to you by the law office of Michael S. Lamonsoff.
Hurry in for great deals during the Ram Make This the Summer event. Ram, built to serve. Right now, get 0% financing for 72 months, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on the 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn. Not compatible with any other offer. 0% APR financing for 72 months equals $13.89 per month per 1,000 financed for well-qualified buyers through Chrysler Capital, regardless of down payment. Deferred monthly payments for well-qualified buyers. See dealer for details. Offer ends 9/6/2022.
Black people in New York are in the news every day.
But only one station tells the stories from our perspective.
Listen to the Black...
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about Kodak Black. Now, they didn't let him perform over the weekend for Made in America because they said he was late. He was actually, how long was he late?
I think he was about half an hour late. They said there was 8 minutes left in what would have been his set.
Okay. So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts?
For me, I think it's a communication thing. I've been places where if one person's late, it throws off the whole schedule. But if you know you're going to be late for whatever reason, if it's traffic, if it's your flight, because things do happen, if you're communicating and they can switch some things around, then usually it could work out. But if they can't switch things around or they have no idea what's going on and you just try to show up late and hop on stage at a festival, that usually doesn't work.
Yeah, but I will say this, and I don't know how many times Kodak Black has been late, if that's something, a running theme for him, but I do know ish does happen, especially going to those concerts, going to those venues. There's traffic. You're trying to get around, and you don't know where you're going, so they're trying to get you to those particular places. If he flew private or he flew and it could have been a late from the plane. We don't know what actually happened.
That's why I said if they were communicating, and
Correct.
He was like, I can see now it's about to be late. This flight happened. There's so much traffic we can't get through, and they're able to switch things around. But if not, there's nothing they could do either.
Charlamagne?
Yeah, I mean, things definitely happen, but you have to plan for said things, and I believe that, if you're on time, you're late. If you're early, you're on time. I personally don't like being late. I feel like, being late is disrespectful to events because, it's like arriving late is like is saying that your time is more valuable than the time of the person or people who are waiting on you. You know what I mean? But, things happen, So for the concert, middle of the afternoon, you kind of know when you're supposed to be there, bro. So if you miss your time and they don't let you perform, I can understand why. I just hope they don't hold you in a breach of contract.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Steve from Tampa.
Hey, what's up, brother? Talk to us.
Listen, I'm gonna just be honest, man. Ninjas is late every day. Ask Charlamagne, he knows very well.
Yeah.
So I say they should have let my man perform 2-3 songs, do the tunnel visit.
Well, I think it's different though. It's different with a concert because with a concert you can't hold the show until he gets there. You got to put other people on.
Yeah, and it's one thing if it's just your concert too. There's a whole bunch of other people that it affects.
Yeah, and people be beefing over people got it in their contract where they're going to perform. You know, you ruin the whole run of the show when you late for a concert.
They give me my 8 minutes then. If I got 8 minutes, then give me my 8 minutes. Let me do 2 songs.
But that's how, because you already know somebody not getting off stage.
But what if you already went over your time?
What if they said he still had 8 minutes left?
In his set.
Give me Gremlin.
And that might make
Bodak.
the audience really mad.
So what were they doing for that time that he was supposed to be on?
DJ was on.
Sure
they said the DJ had the crowd rocking while he wasn't there
I'm
too.
sure the DJ was sweating. Mm-hmm. Hello, who's this?
This is Keisha.
Hey, Keisha.
Good morning.
Good morning, Keisha.
Good morning, Breakfast Club.
Good
I was
morning.
just calling to chime in on the topic about Kodak Black not being able to perform.
Yep.
I just feel like if it was like Jay-Z or Beyonce or P. Diddy, I feel like they would allow them to perform if they were 30 minutes late or an hour. They would allow them to perform.
Now I'm going to tell you something.
What?
I'm going to tell you something. You probably right, but I
right.
know for a fact Beyonce ain't going to be late. Beyonce going to be there before everybody else.
Man, listen, if she was we talking about if Beyonce. But some people feel the same way about Kodak. You know what I mean? So it may not be I'm not a big Beyonce fan. I'm not a big Kodak fan. But I just feel like if it was someone different, they would not have done that. Twitter would have went crazy. If, you know what I mean? They would have been cancel this. You know, they would have went crazy.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something.
You right.
I have no reason to trust you. You're not a Kodak Black or Beyonce fan?
Well,
what are we talking about?
I will say this. I remember Powerhouse. We had a Powerhouse one year, and Jay-Z was coming out on Jeezy's set.
He was.
And I got there at about 5 p.m. because I had to do a sound check. And Hov was already there.
Jay-Z is always early. One thing they say about him, they like it's impossible to get someplace before him. Everybody be trying to get there early, and he'd be earlier than everyone.
Now, Hov just came out on Jeezy's set, which Jeezy got on like 11 o'clock, but Hov was there before me, and I got there at 5. So Hov be there early. 800-585-1051. We're talking about Kodak Black. Now, Kodak Black wasn't able to perform in Made in America because he was late. What are your thoughts? Do you think they should have allowed him to perform?
So they didn't let him perform at all?
No. Not even 8 minutes.
Oh, I saw him on stage somewhere this weekend. I just assumed that was Made in America.
Live.
Oh, okay.
He was on time with Live.
All right.
800
We could probably show up whenever.
1051 is the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Call me. Add your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic. Come on. 800-585-1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, we're talking about Kodak Black. He was supposed to perform at a Made in America over the weekend, and he was late, and they didn't let him perform. Let's listen.
Hey, made in America, man, I don't know what's going on. This the first show. Him and a little late, too. And a can't perform. No money, none of that shit. Jay-Z, whoever renting this shit. Rock Nation, Live Nation, whatever the y'all do better, man. This is the first show, and a little few minutes late to it. And, bitch, what the Nigga got fans out here want to see all type of shit. Where nigga done pay his jet, all type of shit. I don't even want to do that tour no more. I mean, Live Nation, Mac Agency, whoever the I let up. I don't even need him to do no show, man.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Joe Chris, man. What's happening?
What's up, brother? What are your thoughts, man?
Basically, man, I mean, Kodak, you know what I'm saying? That was crazy. I mean, he should have been on time.
Okay, period.
That's it.
I mean, that's the reality of the situation. Like, we got to stop telling people what to do with their business. Everybody operates their business differently. Made America, clearly, if you're late, they don't want you to perform.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, my name is Kima.
Hey, Kima. Talk to us, Kima.
So he was wrong. Like, at the end of the day, that's your job. You have to be there at a decent time. You knew there was going to be a bunch of traffic because of the festival. Why would you come at the last minute?
I mean, I don't know if that was the reason. I'm just saying that could have been, you know, because I'm not saying that there was traffic and that was the reason why. We don't know. But, you know, during those festivals, there are a lot of traffic. There is difficult. It could have been a fire. It could have been an accident that slowed things down. You just don't know.
Right, understandable, but you still have to plan accordingly because you're not the only one there. So if you got to be there a few hours early just to be on the safe side, it's just like a job interview. It's just like a regular job. You know, you got to make it there at a decent time.
Yeah, they usually tell you to get there at least an hour early too.
And words matter, right? One thing that Kodak said was that, you know, this is the first time that he's been late to a show and they didn't let him perform. So clearly he's late to shows often.
I was actually at a show he was very late
That's
to.
what I'm saying.
He was supposed to open for Bougie Bonton in the Bahamas, and he got there and ended up performing after him.
That's what I'm saying. He said it. He said, yo, this is one of the first times I've been late. He said, this is the first time I've been late to a show and they won't let me perform.
Hey. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Jonathan from Miami.
Hey, Jonathan from Miami. What are your thoughts?
I'm a professor and I'm a filmmaker. When you're late, you're late. Because now I understand there's traffic, you know, whatnot, but imagine as a filmmaker, I have a deadline to meet a submission for a film, like Tribeca, for example, right? Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And then if I miss the deadline, what's going to happen? I'm not going to make it in. So, you know, it's not about you as an artist, so I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
All right, you take care. All right, bye-bye.
I mean, when I have functions, especially live events, I try to make sure I'm there way early to make sure that I'm there and to make sure we don't have these problems and these issues, because you never know. Whether you're waiting for car service or you're waiting for Uber or traffic, you just never know what's going to happen. You want to give yourself the extra time, especially when it comes to the bread, because I ain't fumbling my bag or messing up my bread for nobody. All right, now we got rumors on the way, Easy?
Yes, and let's talk about Kanye West. I mean, I don't even know where to start with this, but he has some issues with Adidas. We'll tell you what he has to say, and Swizz Beatz agrees with him.
Okay, we'll get into that next. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. Yes, you are a donkey.
A Florida man attacked an ATM for a very strange reason. It gave him too much money.
Florida man is arrested after deputies say he rigged the door to his home in an attempt to electrocute his pregnant wife. Police arrested an Orlando man for attacking a flamingo.
The Breakfast Club, bitches. Donkey of the day.
with Charlamagne the God. I don't know why y'all keep letting him get y'all like this.
Well, Donkey of the Day for Tuesday, September 6th goes to Amy Harrington of Madera Beach, Florida. What does your Uncle Charla always tell you about the great state of Florida? The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida, and today is once again no exception. I think you know that I have zero tolerance for drunk drivers. I believe drunk drivers should be punished to the fullest extent of the law because, as I've told you several times on this radio, every day of our life we are simply trying to avoid crazy. And if you are a human who gets in their car and does all the right things, puts your seatbelt on, drives the speed limit, really looks out for other folks on the road, I appreciate you. And people like that, okay, should not have to deal with the dangers of a crazy-ass drunk driver. Now, it's bad enough that people are still, driving drunk in 2022. I mean, because it's absolutely, positively no reason to be getting behind the wheel, all right, when you're drunk nowadays. There's way too many rideshare services to be doing that. So once again, I have zero remorse for drunk drivers, okay? There's not one logical reason someone can give me for driving drunk other than you were drunk, all right? That's the only reason people get behind the wheel and they're not supposed to, because the liquor makes them think they can. And Amy is the latest human to say, F it, all right? Throw caution to the wind and get behind the wheel when she's drunk. Now, I encourage you, when scrolling through social media today, or if you are online at any point today, go watch this video of Amy Harrington's traffic stop. See, Amy got pulled over and had to do some field sobriety tests. I'm a person that feels like field sobriety tests are biased, okay, because you can fail a sobriety test by simply being out of shape. I mean, come on, the one-leg stand test. I'm 44 and constantly mentally and physically exhausted. Now you want me to stand on one leg on command? Even if I'm not drunk, I might fail that one, okay? The walk and turn test, where you got to take 9 steps heel to toe. I can't do that either because I lack coordination, rhythm, and I don't follow dance instructions well. So I would fail that test. Also, when I say I don't have rhythm, I lack rhythm, but I'm totally on beat when it comes to the instrumental playing in my head. Okay, but what's playing in my head usually isn't what's playing out loud. So to everyone else, I look offbeat, but to me, the moral of the story is those tests aren't easy to do sober, so they must be impossible to do drunk. And I guess that's why Amy Harrington decided to do her own thing when asked to do one. Let's go to Inside Edition for the report, please.
If this driver thought her graceful moves were going to get her out of a traffic stop, she was sorely mistaken. The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office in Florida recently released this video of a field sobriety test conducted back in April. According to a criminal complaint, deputies say 38-year-old Amy Harrington rear-ended another vehicle. And when they approached her, she had visual signs of impairment, including glassy eyes. It also stated deputies smelled alcohol on her breath. She allegedly refused a breathalyzer, and when trying to administer a field sobriety test, deputies report she was unsteady on her feet and started to perform ballet and Irish folk dances. Harrington's moves weren't impressive to deputies who arrested her. She's pleaded not guilty to driving under the influence, refusal to submit to testing, and possessing an open container of alcohol.
Now, I don't know what Irish folk dancing is, but it looks ridiculous. Okay, and when you combine that with ballet and being drunk, it looks extra ridiculous. In her defense, she said the police officer sounded like her ballet dancer. Didn't I tell y'all that walk and turn test sounds like dance instructions? Soon as you tell a drunk person heel to toe, they're going to say, did he say heel toe? You start giving a drunk person all those steps and they start dancing, that's your fault for sounding like DJ Casper. Well, in this case, Amy said the officer did sound like her ballet coach, so that's why she started doing a little jig. The officer even had the nerve to tell her she wasn't good, which made her go harder because she had to prove that I indeed can dance. Now, ultimately, she did refuse the breathalyzer, but the officer didn't need it by then. Right? The moral of the story is don't drink and drive. In this case, please don't drink, drive, and dance. Please give Amy Harrington the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. Ooh, you are the donkey of the day. Yee-haw.
Now, she gave it the good old college try. But that's the problem. She's 38 years old. You can't be acting like you're in college no more, man. All right?
I would say let's play a game, but I know what it is already.
Bro, I said Irish folk dancing. All right?
Well, black people don't know how to Irish folk dance?
I have a little bit of Irish in me.
Me
but
too.
No, I don't think we know how to folk dance. I don't even know what the hell that is. You know what Irish folk dancing is?
Yeah.
What is it?
That's when you gotta
show me.
I'm not showing you.
Show me. No, you started to stand up. Show me.
You know when you gotta go to.
Bro, that's salsa, bro. How you didn't hear merengue? You started. That wasn't no damn Irish.
That's when your heels hit your ass and you kick it out.
Huh? That's called a butt kick when you're working out.
No, it's not, man.
I don't know what you just did, but you need to start. This is cultural appropriation. No, you're Dominican. That's salsa. Okay. Do the Irish folk dance again.
Look, you got.
I ain't never seen a yellow leprechaun, bro. Ever in my life.
Okay, well, McKelvey and Rashawn Casey, you guys should know how to do this.
I do not. I've never seen a yellow leprechaun, bro. Ever.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for that donkey today.
Yes.
All right, now we were just talking about $1,500. That's what you would pay if you want to see Megan Thee Stallion backstage. $1,000 for Chris Brown, and Bow Wow said he'd give him a stack too, and you could take a picture with him for his VIP experience. So we're asking 800 VIP experience.
VIP.
800-585-1051. We're asking, who would you pay for a VIP experience? What would you pay? I should say.
No, who? Who would you pay that?
Who and what?
Yeah. $1,500. You got to put a price on it.
Yeah, $1,500 for a VIP experience. Who would you pay to see? Anybody here in the room, huh?
No.
Let me think.
We don't count. Because we do this for a living.
Bro, you put Mobb Deep in the back of your head as a kid. So I'm sure you would have paid $1,500.
God bless the dead.
Does it have to be somebody alive that we would pay? Or who would we have paid?
Like who? Who?
I don't think this question is for us.
I would have paid $1,500 for a meet and greet with Prince.
Met him for free up here.
Yeah, but it'd be different. I would do it.
I would hold on to that memory forever.
Who else would I like to meet? You didn't get no picture though.
He almost did.
And you get a picture with these people.
I did take a picture, but
it disappeared. And it wouldn't have been with him anyway.
It definitely was.
But I met him.
A picture with Prince is worth it. You get that blown up and framed.
That memory, I was here. I saw it.
You were here?
He was here.
That's good you were here for that memory.
That's right. I remember what happened.
All right. 800-585-1051. $1,500. Who would you pay to take a picture with backstage? Let's talk about it. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We're asking 800-585-1051. $1,500. Who would you pay to see backstage? All right. Now, Yee says she would pay to see Prince.
Yeah, I would have. I went to go see him in concert, but even just get a picture with Prince because he also doesn't really take pictures. Maybe Sade.
Sade. Okay. All right. You, Charlamagne? Anybody?
No. Am I 44 years old? $1,500?
What about Michael Jackson?
No. And I like. It's a lot of people I like, but I just can't see myself. First of all, this is a stupid question for us because of what we do for a living.
No, she said she would pay $1,500 for it.
I just don't see why.
For a VIP experience, especially if you're bringing somebody with you, you want to guarantee, something happens. If we were going to see Sade and they were like, look, $1,500, you get to be VIP, you get to meet Sade, you get to hang out with her. I would do it.
I don't think I would.
Because I don't know when I would ever experience something like that.
I would pay to see somebody perform and enjoy the show.
I would do that.
But backstage, it's just awkward because they really don't want to be there. You just giving them the money and they just waiting for the time to end, which is always awkward and uncomfortable. I don't think
you got to make small talk?
Yeah. Hey, where you from? Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. What's your favorite
Smooth
album?
Operator.
I watched Like Mike 5 times. It was my favorite movie as a child.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Dakota.
Hey, Coda, good morning.
Good morning, y'all.
$1,500. Who you going to see backstage? Chill it.
All right, so I actually got two of them.
Okay.
A live artist. I'd have to go see Wiz Khalifa, man. I've been a big fan of Wiz for a while now.
Okay.
And I've always had a dream that one day I'm going to go to one of his concerts and I'm going to get that backstage and he's going to take me on the bus and show me how to roll one of them.
That's fine. That's worth $1,500. Sure. Give me $1,500. I'll set it up.
Man.
First of all, and by the way, he has pre-rolls all the time, so he would just give you something that's already pre-rolled.
Man, and I just heard he just now starting to release some of that into some of the dispensaries too.
Well, he's had it in dispensaries for a while now.
He was just in Detroit
the Khalifa
too.
Kush?
Yeah, he's had it down there for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, all dispensaries I've been to out there in Colorado, I ain't never seen no Khalifa Kush. It's almost been hard to find over here.
Who's the second person?
The second person, man, R.I.P. Juice WRLD for sure. If he was still around, man, 100%, I'd probably pay $5,000 right now to go see him backstage.
Okay,
wow.
fair
I
enough.
respect it. You know what's funny? My son is a huge Juice WRLD fan. So when Juice WRLD performed at Powerhouse, my son got a chance to meet him, and my son still holds that picture. Really, a huge fan of Juice WRLD. Hello, who's this?
This is Liz.
Hey,
Good
Liz.
morning.
Good morning. Who you paying to see for $1,500?
Well, I thought you said $1,000 for Chris Brown or $1,500 for Megan Thee Stallion, but I would pay $1,500 for either, but definitely Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, you would take one. How would you take your picture with Chris Brown? I've seen a lot of crazy pics.
I would just probably throw up my regular peace sign with a big smile.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you, Mama. Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's going on?
What's up? What up? What's your name, bro?
This is B for the King. B for the King. BEEPATHAKING.
B for the King. What's happening, King?
Okay. Well, who would you spend money to see, brother?
Man, I spend them $1,500 to see Megan Thee Stallion plus Tight.
Plus Tiger?
I would say plus tax, whatever she.
Plus tax. I thought he said plus Tiger. I was like, where would Tiger come from?
And get that picture.
Yeah, you get that picture. I rub her feet as soon as I see her. I know she done had a long day.
All right.
You ain't pay for all that.
And Party gone.
Now you can't touch it.
Yeah, you can't do that. Party is not having that.
800-585-1051. So people are paying for these backstage experiences. You know, Megan Thee Stallion's charging $1,500. Chris Brown's charging a stack. Bow Wow's charging a stack. Who would you pay to see? Who would you pay $1,500 to see? Call us now.
Oh, I took my mom to see Aretha Franklin. She was so excited. I would have definitely paid $1,500 for my mom to get a picture with Aretha.
Okay. All right, let's talk about it when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Tiffany Haddish.
Listen up. It's just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
So Tiffany Haddish has made her statement regarding a woman identified as Jane Doe who is suing her and Aries Spears. And that is on behalf of herself and a minor identified as John Doe, her younger brothers. In court documents that were obtained by People, Jane Doe alleged that Tiffany Haddish groomed the plaintiffs, leaving them traumatized for life. The plaintiff says that Tiffany Haddish was a longtime family friend of her mother. And in 2013, when Jane Doe was 14, Haddish took her to the taping of a sexually suggestive Subway commercial that Tiffany Haddish allegedly said would help Jane Doe get on television and would be included in the teenager's film reel. During that taping, Tiffany Haddish allegedly instructed Jane Doe on how to perform inappropriate sex acts after watching a man and woman in a video. Now, Tiffany Haddish has since released a statement in response to these allegations. She posted, "I know people have a bunch of questions. I get it. I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there's very little that I can say right now. But clearly, while this sketch was intended to be comedic, it wasn't funny at all. And I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about this situation as soon as I can."
That wasn't the Subway sketch, though, right?
It wasn't, but the woman is claiming, the plaintiff is saying that that's what she was told that it would be.
Oh. Okay. Oh, they told her that the sketch with Aries Spears was supposed to be about Subway.
Something else. And so it's the older sister to the young boy that was in the video also. So she's filing that lawsuit on behalf of both herself and her 15-year-old brother, who was 7 at the time, and she was 14 at the time of the taping.
You know, at some point, every industry that has ever been in the content business, whether it's movies, TV, audio, the music industry, comedy, at some point, we have to collectively have a conversation about old content. Because you have older people who act like they don't remember that, sadly, jokes like this, content like this was pretty much the norm. And then you have younger people who can't believe content like this ever existed, but it did. And at some point, we have to have a convo about it, because if you was creating content in a certain era, which wasn't too long ago, oh my God, this could happen to you.
Right, and according to this this lawsuit, they're saying that Jane and John, they claim that they knew Tiffany Haddish as an auntie thanks to her longtime standing friendship with their mother. And so they claim that they were recruited. So we'll be following this story to see what happens. But right now, Tiffany Haddish says she cannot say too much because it is an ongoing legal case. All right, now Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle are on tour together. You know, y'all can't bring phones in there, so you're not going to see video footage. But according to reports, And according to Deadline, they're saying Chris Rock took the stage first. He dedicated a small portion of his set to talking about Will Smith, where he said, "F your hostage" video in response to that viral YouTube apology video that Will Smith posted. And, he referred to Will Smith as Suge Smith yet again. And then Dave Chappelle, who took to the stage after Chris Rock, talked about putting a mask on and doing an impression of a perfect man for 30 years. He said that's what Will Smith did. He asked audience members to be themselves, and he said, "I just hope he doesn't put that mask back on." This is all according to Deadline.
Yeah, why do they keep doing this too, man? Stay out of comedy shows, man. Let these comedians cook and
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, let them work out whatever material it is they working on.
It never sounds right when you're just reading what somebody says. They're taking things out of context.
They cover the cameras, and yet we still report it. Like it's
And I see people saying, why do they keep talking about this? Why does Chappelle and Chris Rock keep talking about this? Because they're working out material.
They talk about their lives, and that's part of...
And they're working out material. Every show you go to, they're doing the same jokes, different ways, saying the same things. It's called working it out, people.
All right, now T.I.'s son, King, was arrested. As you guys know, this happened last week, and T.I. is responding to King being arrested. Here's what he had to say.
I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas. His going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. I've already made my peace with it. Cause I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's gonna turn out. I already had that conversation with him, man. King's a good kid, chasing after the wrong. I trust in God to deal with it the way that he see fit. You know what I mean? You know, he done got all the whippings, he done got the punishment, he done did it. He done, did everything as a child you could do to him. So now he gonna have to go through it. He gonna have to go through it and get through it.
It's funny. Me and my wife had this conversation about the same incident, and she agreed with T.I. But as having a son that's 17 years old, I can't just accept that though. I don't know what else I could do if I gotta take your whatever you have, whether it's your money, whether it's your clothes, whether it's whatever, and not allow you to go outside because you're still 17.
T.I. not wrong. T.I. said absolutely nothing wrong. He's not lying. You can pray for them. You can discipline them. You can talk to them. But ultimately, the choices his son is making at this point are up to him. And I'm at that age, my daddy was telling me the same thing. You're going to end up in jail, dead, or broke sitting under the tree if you don't change your lifestyle. Yeah. So once you tell him, what else can you do? He said it. He said, I gave him all the whippings. He's gotten all the discipline. He gave him all the conversations.
But the young man's still 17, though.
And he's about to be 18, I'm sure, at some point.
Yeah.
I really hate watching T.I. have to explain that to the internet. A bunch of bots and nothing-ass folks on social media who ain't got no kids trying to tell you what to do with yours.
But you still live under my roof, though.
For now, I can move out. Hey, I'm telling you.
You ain't got no money to move out. How you going to move out?
I'm sure he got a little change. And by the way, do you need money to move out nowadays?
Yes, you're right.
What are you talking about?
Yes, you're right.
Like, T.I., listen, there's nothing T.I. said wrong. And sadly, that's just something that all of us have to understand as parents. At some point. We can't control what our kids do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that is your rumor report.
All right, the People's Choices mix is up next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. I just want to say a salute and shout out to everybody for all the birthday wishes. I definitely appreciate it. Felt a warm and loved over the weekend.
Did you feel it from me? Did you see my post?
No.
Don't act like you did. You commented on my post.
We not a couple, bro.
I didn't say we a couple. You keep saying that.
You keep saying it.
I didn't say nothing about us being a couple. I said happy born day to my canary yellowed comrade. All right?
Well, let me do my post now.
And when you see what little Duval said.
Yeah, he said I left him for a light skin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're not a couple. So
I ain't saying we was a couple.
He's not mine. He's yours.
So you guys are each other's side pieces. Husbands.
I just wished him a happy born day. That's all I did.
Hashtag work husbands.
And I think people need to really start appreciating like birthdays more. I don't know if people do, to be honest with you, because think about all the people that wake up dead every day, bro. You know what I'm saying? For you to get blessed with another year of life, that's incredible.
Yeah. Well, I want to say shout out to everybody for all the love. Had a great weekend. It was out in Arizona, got a massage, just relaxed and chilled, and that was it, man.
Incredible.
All right, well, when we come back, we got rumors on the way. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
We got rumors on the way?
I'm sorry. All right, when we come back, we got the positive note. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
First of all, I want to tell everybody this week, Hell of a Week is back. We had 2 weeks, dark week, because we're on the same schedule as the Daily Show. So the Daily Show was off for 2 weeks, so we had to be off for 2 weeks. But we're back this week with a new episode, so make sure you tune in this Thursday at 11:30 p.m. on Comedy Central right after the Daily Show. And thank you to everybody that's been streaming the show on Paramount Plus, man. If you want to catch up on the first 4 episodes of the second season, just go to Paramount Plus and stream my late night talk show. Hell of a week, but we'll be back this week, Thursday, with new episodes. All right? Now, the positive note is simply this. Matching energy is why everybody is always so miserable, man. Please remember, you don't clean dirt with dirt.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done? And first of all, I want to tell everybody this week, Hell of a Week is back. We had 2 weeks, dark week, because we're on the same schedule as The Daily Show. So The Daily Show was off for 2 weeks, so we had to be off for 2 weeks. But we're back this week with a new episode, so make sure you tune in this Thursday at 11:30 p.m. on Comedy Central right after The Daily Show. And thank you to everybody that's been streaming the show on Paramount Plus, man. If you want to catch up on the first 4 episodes of the second season, just go to Paramount Plus and stream my late night talk show. Hell of a week, but we'll be back this week, Thursday, with new episodes. All right? Now, the positive note is simply this. Matching energy is why everybody is always so miserable, man. Please remember, you don't clean dirt with dirt.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?